Alright guys, so welcome back guys. Today I'm going to be doing some strawberry jam. And when I was a kid growing up, I used to always have guava jelly or guava jam. But today I'm doing strawberry, so I'm gonna walk you through this quick recipe. Really simple and easy. Alright, so for our strawberry jelly, strawberry jam, however you want to phrase it, we got some fresh strawberries here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean those, cut off the stems, some lemon juice, and a cup of sugar, and that's all you need guys. All right, so let's get into cutting. All right, so after you wash your strawberries, you're gonna go ahead and take off just cut them in half, cut them in quarters. All right, so now we have our strawberries cut, ready. Got our sugar, got our lemon juice portioned up. We're gonna go ahead and start making our jam right now. All right guys, so for this one, you're gonna make sure you're starting in a low heat, like really low heat. Then we're gonna start by adding our lemon juice. Then I'm gonna add half the sugar. Keep back some right there. And just go ahead now and dump your strawberries in. This one guys is a simple recipe. It's literally 3 ingredients. The thing is with this is going to be the patience. And you're going to keep stirring, all right? You're never going to stop stirring until you liquefy everything. And even then, you got to come back and keep stirring. So while you move them around, you could start smashing them. All right, but the longer they cook, the easier it become. And of course, the riper the berries are, which these berries are pretty ripe. So we're just gonna go ahead and get everything incorporated, mixed everything together. If you look at the bottom, you could already see where your liquid is starting to change color already. All right, but we're not nowhere close yet, guys. Let's just keep going at it. And I said, just keep, while you keep stirring, just keep trying to puree your berries. But this will become easier while the cooking process goes on. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until I get more liquid to add the rest of the sugar. But now everything is cooperated, the sugar is fully dissolved. I'm going to go ahead now and crank the heat up a little bit. All right, so around there. Altogether, guys, it should take you around 15 to 20 minutes from prep to cook time. Then when you go to cool down, that's when you got to cool overnight or at least 6 hours in the fridge. But I recommend when you finish, get to room temperature first before you put it in the fridge. Not only helps with the consistency and the texture, it also helps prevent like bacteria and stuff like that. Proper cooling process. So, those of you guys are that's into culinary should know that. All right, so now we're starting to see more liquid now than anything else. This is when we go ahead now, we start really get in there. All right, and you see all that liquid, and remember we didn't add no liquid other than 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's all from the berries. So we're gonna go ahead now and fast forward to 5 minutes into this. So all right guys, so this is what we're looking for. Let boiling. So we're gonna go ahead and now it's gonna be much easier now to get the berries all liquefied. So just gonna keep stirring. And the stirring helps in a lot of ways. The physics part behind cooking, the stirring helps there. It helps with getting all the stuff incorporated. Help with getting even temperature throughout your pans. And you know, sometimes the part that's to the direct heat, if it's not conventional, like if it's not covered up, tends to be hotter than some. So the stirring helps with that also.
Besides, it helps getting the juice and the liquid from the berries. All right. So at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the sugar. That's going to help thicken it up. All right. We're almost there, guys. We can get a spoon. You can get a spoon and look, take from the edges. See that liquid? Just gonna let that get. You want all of it to get that way, and then you want it to thicken up. And you got your strawberry jelly. All right, guys. So now you're gonna grab a whisk, and you're just gonna go ahead and whisk that out real good. Make sure that all the berries is. If there's like a little bit of the skin or a little bit of like berry, that's fine, because that's all gonna. Now you're gonna go ahead and crank the heat down back to low. All right, that should start. All right, now you just keep mashing the berries that still hold. You just go ahead and keep whisking. If you could see, your jelly starting to form. Alright guys, so you're gonna let this cool a little bit. You're gonna let this cool a little bit, and then you're gonna let it refrigerate overnight for best result. Important fact about this recipe, guys, I'm not using no gelatin substance, no testing, nothing like that. Nothing, all natural. And not that some of those stuff aren't natural either, but this is like anybody could. Once you could get some strawberries, I'm sure you could get some lemon and some sugar. So this is something that everybody could make. Easy and simple. It's just the patience and the techniques in this recipe, guys. It's not so much the. You see all of that? That's just the jelly starting to form. So what I usually do when I make mine, I usually put it sit it in an ice bath. It helps speed up the cooling process. But you guys don't have to do that. You could just let it sit and be patient. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this from the heat altogether. Then I'm gonna just let it sit. I'm just gonna cover it and let it sit for 10 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been 10 since we removed from the heat and just let it cool down by itself, and you could see that jelly starting to form. So what we're going to do now to help with this process is we're going to transfer this to a jar, seal it, put it in the fridge. All right, so all that jelly. All right, so let's transfer this into a jar. All right, so let's transfer this into a jar, and I'm using the top off of a bottle. And we're just going to pour our jelly slowly inside. All right. All right. Now we got our jelly inside our jar. We're gonna go ahead and seal this. And we're gonna go ahead and refrigerate this. And I'm gonna come and show you guys this when it's ready. All right, guys, so the time has passed. This is our jam. Now we're gonna go ahead and crack that open. Look at that, nice jelly. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply this to a slice of toast. You just wanna spread that even with jelly. So guys, know all you need in this one, guys, is some patience. You can make a nice jelly. I say you can make this with guava. You can make this with blueberries. But nothing to me like some good strawberry jam. All right, guys.